Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to Arabic Made Easy. This is your brother Abu Muhammad. Today, inshallah, we're going to start the first lesson of the first book of Arabiyyah Bayna Yadayk. Before we start the lesson, it's important to know the meaning of the title of the book that we're studying. Arabiyyah Bayna Yadayk. The word Arabiyyah means the Arabic language. The word Bayna, if this word comes by itself, it means between, and the word Yadayk means your hands. But if these two words, Bayna and Yadayk, they come together in a sentence, then they form an Arabic expression to mean in front of you. So Bayna Yadayk means in front of you. So Arabiyyah Bayna Yadayk means the Arabic language in front of you. Now let's go to the first page. We have here on top of the page Al-Wahdatul Ula. The word Al-Wahdatu means the unit. Al-Ula means the first. So Al-Wahdatul Ula means the first unit. What are we going to study in the first unit? We're going to study At-Tahiyyatu Wat-Ta'arufu. The word At-Tahiyyatu means greeting. The French people, they greet each other by saying bonjour. The English people, hello, good morning. We're going to learn how to initiate and respond to greetings in the Arabic language. Now the word Wat-Ta'arufu means to get to know one another. Here we're going to learn how to introduce ourselves, how to ask someone what his name, what the person's name is, how the person is, where he's from, how to introduce someone to someone else. So these are some of the things that we're going to cover in this first unit. Now let's go to the next page. As you can see here, there are two conversations. The first one at the top between the two males, and the second one at the bottom between the two females. Is there a reason why the authors did it this way? The answer is yes. So what's the reason? The authors want us to know a very important rule right from the beginning in this very first page that we need to memorize and remember all the time. And that is, in the Arabic language, words change based upon the gender of the person or the thing that we're talking to or we're talking about. So what does this mean? This means that in the Arabic language, every single noun is either masculine or feminine. Nouns are just the things that which we can see, we can feel, we can hear, we can touch. They can be human beings like you and I. They can be cars, buildings and so on. Everything around you that you can see or hear, they are nouns. So they are either masculine or feminine in the Arabic language. So in the conversation between the two males, there are certain words that we need to look out for. They'll give us a clue that we're speaking to a male person. And likewise, in the conversation between the two females, there are certain words that we need to look out for that will indicate to us that we're speaking to a female person. Now let's start the first conversation. How are we going to study the first conversation? We're going to study the first conversation in three ways. Number one, we're going to do the pronunciation. So I'm going to read the whole conversation first before doing the meanings. Why is this the reason? This is because, as you know, every language has its own rules with regards to how words are pronounced. If we do not pronounce words correctly, in any language, one of two things would happen. Number one, the words will not sound correctly. They will not sound right. People might not understand what you're saying. Number two, we might mispronounce words and change the intended meaning. We might pronounce a word thinking that we're pronouncing this word, but in fact we might pronounce another word, so the meaning can change. So I'm going to read the whole conversation first before doing the meaning. So this is the first thing we're going to do. The second thing, we're going to do the meaning. Here I'm going to explain what every single word means, and inshallah we're going to provide an example sentence for you to remember. And the third thing we're going to do is the grammar. We're going to learn how the language works. Now let's start the first conversation. Now before I start, what I would like you to do is to listen to me carefully on how I pronounce every single word. So you have here Khalid and Khalil. Khalid says, Assalamu alaikum. Khalil wa alaykum assalam. Khalid, ismi Khalidun, masmuka. Please note here that we do not pronounce the alif in the words masmuka. Alif is dropped, is silent, is not pronounced. Why is this the case? This is because alif is only pronounced if it's the first letter of the first word that we're pronouncing. If it's not the first letter of the first word, then alif is to be silent. For example, we say Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. We say Alhamdu, the alif we pronounce it. Why? Because alif is the first letter of the first word that we're pronouncing. If alif is in the middle, it should be skipped, silent. So masmuka and not ma ismuka, which is very common mistake. So masmuka. Khalil says ismi Khalil. Khalid كيف حالك. Khalil بخير والحمد لله. وكيف حالك أنت. Khalid بخير والحمد لله. Now let's go to the meaning. Khalid initiates the conversation by saying Assalamu alaikum, which means peace be upon you. This is how Arabs as well as Muslims initiate their greetings to each other. Assalamu alaikum. Khalil says Wa alaykum salam, which means peace be upon you too. This is how Arabs respond to greetings. So initiating greeting is Assalamu alaikum, peace be upon you. Responding to greetings is Wa alaykum salam. A note to make here is that in the Islamic religion, this form of greeting is both encouraged as well as rewarded. It's as if you're saying to the person, I'm a peaceful person and I'm going to treat you in a peaceful manner. Assalamu alaikum wa alaikum assalam. Khalid says, Ismi Khalid. The word Ismi consists of two words. The word Ism, which means name, and an attached ya, which makes an E sound, which means my. So Ismi means my name. So if you have any noun, we've mentioned that nouns are just the things that we can see and hear. Things are around us. For example, book. We can see a book. This is a noun. So the book in Arabic is kitab. If we attach a ya at the end, which makes an E sound, kitabi, this means my book. Means mother. Ummi means my mother. So ismi means my name. Because there's no is in the Arabic language, we can translate ismi to mean my name is. So ismi, my name is Khalid. Ismi Khalid, my name is Khalid. This is how we introduce ourselves in Arabic. We say ismi and whatever our names are. If your name is Muhammad, ismi Muhammad. If your name is Adil, ismi Adil. Your name is James, ismi James. So this is how we introduce ourselves. Then Khalid says, Masmuka. Ma means what. Because there's no is in Arabic, we can translate ma to mean what is. The word ismuka consists of two words. The word ism, which means name, and an attached kaf with a fatha means your. You're speaking to one male person in front of you. So kaf with a fatha means your, and you're speaking to a male person in front of you. So ismuka, your name. So if you have any noun, if you attach it with the kaf with the fatha, means this noun belongs to a single male person in front of you, or you're referring to a male person in front of you. Ismuka, your name. Again, if I have the word kitab, which means a book, we said, if I attach kaf with the fatha, means your book. You're speaking to a male person. Means mother. Attach it with the kaf with the fatha, ummuka, your mother. Yeah? So masmuka, what's your name? A note to make here is that if I was to say the same words in English, what's your name? You wouldn't know if I'm speaking to a male person or female person, nor would you know if I'm speaking to one person or more than one person without knowing the context. But in the Arabic language, is kaf with a fatha gives you a clue as to the gender and the number of the person or the people that you're speaking to. One single male person in front of you. Masmuka, what's your name? Khalil says, Ismi Khalil. My name is Khalil. Khalil says, Kayfa haluka. Kayfa means how. Because there's no is in Arabic, we can say that kayfa means how is. The word haluka consists of two words. The word hal, which means a state, a condition, how a person is. And then attached kaf with the fatha means your. We've mentioned that attached kaf with the fatha means your. You're speaking to one male person in front of you. So haluka means your state, your condition. Kayfa haluka, how's your state, how's your condition? As in, how are you basically. So to say how are you in Arabic is kayfa haluka. This is if you're speaking to a male person in front of you. Again, if I was to say this in English, exact same words, how are you? You wouldn't know as to the gender or the number of the people I'm speaking to. In Arabic, it's one male person in front of you. Kayfa haluka. We can ask about how things are in the Arabic language. For example, someone's hand is hurting or someone had an accident. You want to ask, how's your hand? Kayfa, hand is yad in Arabic. Kayfa yaduka, how's your hand? Someone's mother is sick. She had an accident, she's done an operation. You want to ask, how's your mother? Kayfa ummuka. Kayfa Faris, how's Faris? Kayfa James, how's James? And so on. We can ask about places. Someone went to Turkey or Italy. You want to ask how it is. Say Kayfa, then mention the place. Kayfa Turkey, how is Turkey? Kayfa Italia, how is Italy? And so on. So kayfa haluka means how are you? Khalil says bi khayrin walhamdulillah. The word bi khayrin literally means I'm in a state of goodness. But we can translate it to as I'm well, I'm fine. Walhamdulillah means all praise and thanks are due to Allah. Now this statement, Arabs as well as Muslims, they say this statement whenever they they receive any form of goodness. So any form of goodness that comes to them, they appreciate it and they relate it back to their Creator. So بِخَيْرٍ alhamdulillah, I'm well, I'm fine, all praise and thanks are due to Allah. Then Khalil asks, وَكَيْفَ حَالُكَ? وَكَيْفَ, and how is حَالُكَ, your state, your condition. وَكَيْفَ حَالُكَ, and how are you basically. Anta means you. You're speaking to one male person in front of you. Anta, the ta having a fatha, means you. So whatever comes before the word anta or the word after anta should be a reference to a male noun, a male thing or male person. Anta Muhammad, you are Muhammad. Anta Faris, you are Faris. Anta James, you are James, and so on. So كيف حالك أنت, and you, how are you, or how are you too basically. Khalid ends the conversation by saying بخير, I'm well, I'm fine, walhamdulillah, and all praise and thanks are due to Allah. Now let's go to the grammar. As for the grammar, we mentioned in the beginning that when we want to introduce ourselves in the Arabic language, we say ismi, my name is, and mention whatever our names are. So this is when it comes to speaking. Ismi Muhammad, d. At the end, we do not pronounce the vowel at the end. Ismi Faris, Faris. Ismi Adil, we do not pronounce the letter at the end. Why is this the case? Because Arabs never pronounce the last letter of the word that they're stopping on. This is when it comes to speaking. When it comes to writing, it's important to know that male names will take two dhammas, dhammatan, which makes an un sound. So when you want to write the statement, my name is ismi, and your name is a masculine name, ismi Muhammad, at the last letter, at the top, put dhammatan, ismi Muhammadun, un sound. If your name is Adil, ismi Adilun. If your name is Faris, ismi Farisun. So masculine names will take an un sound. This applies to majority of the names. There are certain exceptions to this rule. Inshallah, we'll find out next time. Inshallah, in another time, we'll find out the exceptions. But for now, please remember, masculine names will take dhammatan when it comes to writing them down. Now, this is the end of the lesson. What did we learn in today's lesson? In today's lesson, we learned how to initiate and respond to greetings in the Arabic language. We learned how to introduce ourselves in Arabic. We learned how to ask someone, a male person in front of us, what his name is and how to respond to this. We also learned how to ask someone how he is and respond to this. If anyone has any questions related to today's lesson, please feel free to ask, and inshallah, we'll try to get back to the answers as soon as we can. We've also translated all the words of this lesson into the English language with an example sentence of every word. You can find the link to this on the description part. Please don't forget to subscribe and share and forward our videos with all your contacts. Jazakumullah khairan for watching. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.